Lesson 2 is step 2. Funny how that works. Remember the 3 action steps. First, define your value proposition. Second, make your list of people to tell. Third, tell everyone. You just finished the hardest of the 3 steps, which is define your value proposition. Step 2 is the easiest of the 3 steps. Step 2 is make your list of people to tell. Include everyone. Everyone you've worked with, friends, colleagues, neighbors, parents' friends, parents of your children's friends, service providers, doctor, dentist, etc. You get my drift. I teach these steps all the time. One time, a person told a great story. This person said, I am a Mercedes driver. My dad drove Mercedes. My siblings all drive Mercedes. And I've always driven Mercedes. You know how that sometimes runs in families? The whole family drives Mercedes or Volvo or whatever it might be. So this person said, I just needed new wiper blades. It wasn't a big deal. I didn't need to leave my car. So I ordered the wiper blades. And then when they came in, I popped in and had a nice chat with the mechanic owner of the shop while his guys were putting the wiper blades on. And I mentioned that I had started my own consulting business and that I was looking for work, looking for new projects. And the mechanic looked at me and said, why didn't you tell me sooner? And this person said, I was thinking, well, why would I tell you? You're a car mechanic. Well, this person had been going to this mechanic for 10 or 15 years. He'd seen the kids grow up. They got to know each other pretty well. And the mechanic said, I'm a Mercedes mechanic. What kind of people do you think drive Mercedes? They're mostly well-to-do people. A lot of them are executives at local companies, and they could very well be a great source of business. And I've known them for 10 or 15 or 20 years. I've watched all their kids grow up. They come in and chat with me. It's a great place. And I thought, wow, you really do need to tell everyone. And that's a great illustration of it. You'll want to go back 10, 15, even 20 years looking for former coworkers. When I did this the first time, I went back and dug up the woman that I sat next to, cubicle-wise, when we were both junior software engineers many years ago. And when she got my email, she actually called me. She was excited to hear from me. We hadn't talked in many years, and it was great catching up. So she certainly, if she turned out that she didn't have a project for me, but if she had, that would have been great. And that's what you're looking for. A great way to track people down is LinkedIn. If you haven't heard of LinkedIn, look it up. If you're not on LinkedIn, that's something that you should do right away. And it's worth investing a little time in the tool to figure out how to find people, because it's really great for looking people up. You can also just Google somebody and quite a bit will come up, right? If you Google me, you'll get my consulting business and Billable with Baby and all of the things that I'm up to. And it's very easy to see what I'm up to and to track me down. So I told you this was the easiest step and it's the shortest. So here's your homework. Make your list. Everyone can come up with at least 100 people. So if you don't come up with 100 people, I'm going to send you back to keep working. And then this isn't a one-time activity. I started out with 100, just like you. Now my list is well over 1,000 people that know me in some way. I may not have worked with them for 10 years, but they've heard me speak, or we've had coffee together, or something. So this is a practice that you're going to want to continue. The first round is the hardest because it's digging out all those people, and then you just keep adding the new people on as you get them. But this is something that you'll want to keep doing as you move into the future and build your business.